Live, live, live. We are live, live, live. So, in today's video for the live, we are going to be continuing for the upcoming season, and we're going to talk about the different things that you can create as it pertains to using your clip art. And let's just make sure everybody can. All right, so perfect. I can see everything on. If you are tuning in, let me know where you are tuning in from. It was some Wi-Fi going on issues, but listen, y'all know every Friday or Thursday, I'm up here going live with y'all. And let me share my screen so we could get right into it. So I'm gonna share the screen. And I want to go over. So here are the photos that we're using. We're still continuing to do the two. So I'm going back with this sister twin action. Hey, Quiet Hermit, Illinois in the house. How's it going over there? How is the weather? The weather is very funny. Um, like snowing and everything. So I want to do um this, this like kind of twin sister look. So this is a good, niche to be in. And for everybody that's on, let me know what your goal is when it comes to digital products, creating clip art. But this is what I want to do. So I have this image here. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do another one too. So I'm gonna copy this prompt and we just getting straight to it today because I know I'm already behind schedule. So I'm gonna get straight to it so I can give y'all the most value. And what I want to do is, hold on, I'm gonna have to refresh. So let's refresh the page. And we're gonna take it all the way down. And we're gonna do this prompt here. You just entering in, let me know at 20 degrees. Ooh, 20 degrees and it's freezing in Illinois. So which I figured. Yes, I don't know the weather here, but I know it's cold for sure. Oh, this one is nice. I like this one right here. Okay. So we always gotta check for the fingers. So we're zooming in. Okay, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This got really like four, but maybe the hand could go behind. This is a little wonky. So you have this little lasso tool right here. So what you could do inside when you're in Chat GPT, by the way, that is what I'm using. So when I go here, if I go over this, I can actually tell the Chat GPT that I wanted to fix the fingers. So sometimes when you're inside of here, you can do that. So I'm gonna ask it to fix the fingers and we're gonna see what we get. So we should get a new image and hopefully the fingers are fixed here because just a little wonky. I'll let these fingers on the bottom slide because we could assume that the hand is behind, but I love this. They definitely look like twins. So let's look at the new image and see. Okay, so they made it just it's still kind of weird the way the hands are. Still don't like it. So I might go over it again to see what they could give me. So let's do this another time. Fix finger nails, and let's just see if it gives me something different. So you might have to do a couple iterations of the design for it to give you something. So that's fine. So we'll do that. We're gonna wait for it. And because it's Valentine's Day coming up, we're gonna work on some cards that you could do. Welcome everybody. If you are just coming in the room, let me know where you're tuning in from And what are you working on this Friday? So, okay, so this is a lot better. So I like this one better. So we'll download this. So you hit this down arrow right here to download. We're in ChatGPT, and I'm using a Dall E extension for everybody that's coming on. And this is a continuation from last week. So make sure you go back and watch the live video from last week as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, be sure to make sure you comment, hit the like button, and subscribe because that just improves my channel. Also allows me to be able to come and do lives and create content like this for you all. So I have those two images. So now I'm going to go to Canva. So I'm going to go to my home screen. And what I want to do is I'm just gonna go to the custom size now. I like to upload most of these images in 3000 by 3000 pixels, but the way that you could upload just the size, if you don't know, you would go to canva.com, custom, and now we'll go to upload files, and I'll just upload the most recent file inside of here. And then I'm just gonna click use in this design. And then I want to customize, and it'll give me a 1024 by 1024, which is a square image. But if you want to have a high resolution and you want to do a couple things, which I'll go over that along the way as well. Because there's a couple things that you want to do to your images to make sure that they are high resolution, 300 DPI, all of those things, if you ever heard of that. Like when you hear people say that. And that's to ensure that, which is DPI is dots per inches, to ensure that your images, are good, high quality. And there's a couple tools that I use. So now I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna upload the other photo that I had as well. Hello, Alicia. They pretty. Can I change the eyes? Yes. If you have like advanced Photoshop capabilities, you could change the color of the eyes, like all different types of stuff you could do with these images. Well, one of the things that you can, and if you go inside, you can do that too. So you could kind of go in and do a lot of editing. So like inside of Canva, they have the Magic Studio. It is a pro feature. So anything with a crown right here, you see my mouse, is a pro feature. So you could go in and you could use the Magic Eraser tool if you want to, or you could go into like elements and you could just start to change the eyes yourself. So if you think about it, most designs are created in like shapes, right? So you could go in and you could really start modifying like the way you want something to look. So here is just like black, but you can kind of like change the eye color. You would have to do a few things to like, change it to make it into an eye, which we won't get into, but you would want to like make sure that you are utilizing your shapes and your tools. And this will take, a while to do, but as you can see, like the brown is coming in and I could change it and I could like fade it out, use some different types of effects of what I have because like here is the eye, but you could play around with the different elements inside of the library. But the easiest thing to do is when we go into, let's go back to the chat GPT, we could just tell it what we want the eye color to be. So let's go in and let's refresh. So we need to refresh the site. So I'm refreshing it. So now I'm going to copy and paste and then, but now I'm going to say, so this, I have it here as brown eyes. So we could change it to, let's see what other color we could do. Maybe let's do hazel eyes. You could do like grayish, bluish eyes. So these are the different, you could just tell the chat GPT what it is that you wanted to do. And in this case, when I'm talking about chat GPT, I'm talking about this workspace. So let's open this up and see what we have. All right, so you can't really see, it doesn't look hazel, but you could also like use the lasso tool to go over the eye color. and tell them to like, change the eye color. So if I go over the eyes, let's just see what it'll do. Because I've actually never used it for this purpose in here. So let's just see what it does. So make eye color hazel. And let's just see if it changes it. So now we have the eye color. Like I have this tool. So this is uh I call it like a lasso tool that you could use to make changes to your images. Like you can see the fingers are messed up here. So that's another thing that I would need to do and fix. But let's see what we have. So let's click on the new one. So it didn't, it I guess I could see the hazel coming in. It definitely gave the eyes more definition. And then I want to definitely change this hand because I do not know what's going on. And I'm gonna do fix hand and fingernails because we all know AI isn't perfect and they have a lot of issues. So this hand is not too bad. You can see the one, two, three, four, five. This one isn't too bad either, but this is definitely has some issues. But I could definitely see the difference in the eye quality and structure. Uh, so it's definitely not perfect with the hazel eyes, but the eye color is coming in. So they just moved the hand behind. So I guess we could let that rock out. But this is, like the new picture with the eyes. It gave it a lot more definition. So I could see the hazel tint in the eyes right here if you really look in. So I'm gonna save that so I can bring it into the workspace. So we're gonna upload it so you can see it bigger as well. So we're gonna upload that newest picture so you can see it in the inside. And I think I did too. So we'll upload both of them inside of here. And then we're gonna add a page because we're just gonna, and I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit because I was zoomed in, and you'll start to see the difference between the eyes. Absolutely. Anytime. Thank you. And welcome everybody. If you are just coming in, be sure to let us know where you're tuning in from and what are you working on this evening and what are you looking to learn, and make sure you are commenting here if you are on the live. Make sure you comment in the chat. I love real-time feedback interaction. Oh, this one is the one with the messed up hand. So I'm going to take that one and add in the other one. And just so I know who I'm talking to, I love that. Make sure you are subscribing if you are not subscribed, as it helps with the channel and me being able to create lives and do videos like this. So now you see the hazel, you see the definition, you see the eyes, like, so I like these. So I definitely like these images. I'm I'm really content with these. So they're not quite perfect, but they'll work for what we have going on today. So I'm gonna blow them up just so y'all can see them. So this is the first one. So definitely like giving sisters and twins. So we're blowing this up to make it bigger. And this is the first image here. So we have this one, and then we have these set as the next one, and then we have this set as the next one. Right. So we definitely have some nice images going on, still keeping it with the sister kind of twin theme. And now it's like, okay, now what do we do? Well, listen, there's so many different things that you can do with clip art, which is why I love clip art. But one of the things that I want to talk about is inside of the apps feature, they do have an upscale tool. So you can go to the apps and they do have an image upscaler, and you could use the image upscaler. They do have one inside of here, and you could open it up and you could upscale your images inside. I like to use bigjpg.com, which is in a lot of the descriptions and the videos that I make on the channel. So you could go ahead and look at those. And I also will leave a link to what I like to use. So I upscale the images because I just like the quality of the way that they look when they are upscaled just so much better. But you know, for demonstrations, we will do this. We will just use these images here, and then I always like to remove the background. So I'm not going to make any edits or changes to these, but I am going to remove the background. So I'm moving the background, and you just go to the top and you type in BG remover. And this is why the Canva Pro feature is so worth it, because you could just do everything inside of Canva while you're here. Hey, Miss Lady, so good to see you. Always good to see you. Okay, nice. Love boxes. This hoping, yes, you will definitely be able to sell those. Valentine's Day is the season of where people love to buy treats and all those type of goodies. So you are going to get those sold, and I'm so glad that you are able to utilize your images to do so. So, can y'all let me know in the comments, like, what are some of the things that you would do with these images here? So, these are clip art based images. Just give me some ideas. Like, I want to hear from you all tonight. Right? I want to see where you are. Where's your mind going with these? Like, what would you do with these images? Like, what would you like to do with these types of graphics? So I'm blowing them up again so you can see them, but I want to know, like, let me know in the comments, because I want to then take these images, and I have some ideas in mind what I would want to do with them, but I want to hear from you all. So I really love these. Let me know which one y'all like the best too. So we got one, that's well, three. We working backwards here. This is two, and then this is one. So this is definitely something hot. I know that a lot of people don't have images like this, right? Which is why we are all unique and thinking outside the box. So I love to think outside the box and just think about things that I know people want or they need, to be able to. I have a Cricut machine, and the boxes are 4x5, 4x5. Okay, nice. I love that. Cricut is definitely a nice cutting machine, and you could do so much with them. You could do stickers, a bunch of stuff with the Cricut. So that's beautiful. There's so many different projects you could do. Nice. I'm so glad to hear that you are able to create images. That's exactly what I do it for individuals like you, Miss Lady, who is just here to take action and take this information and be able to create. Like, I love that. I'm so happy that I could be a part of your journey to creativity and to create an extra income and wealth for yourself and for your family and building legacy, because that's really what it's all about. So I don't see anybody in the chat with any suggestions. So I'm just going to go to Google myself, and I'm just gonna go with, and let's just go and type in there's so many different things that you can do. What can you do? And I know the answer to this, but since we must got a lot of people that are shy tonight. I'm just gonna go ahead and Google it just so you can see. So you have the AI overview. So look, they have so many different things: presentations, social media, blogs, infographics, educational material, invitations, greeting cards, scrapbooks, logos, mobile app software. So there's so many different things that you could do with clip art images. So one of the things that I really wanted to do with these cards was make a Valentine's Day set of greeting cards. So I'm gonna go to Valentine's Day greeting cards, right? And I love to do this just because you get to see what's already on the market and what's out here. So as soon as I type that in, I see a bunch of greeting cards that come up, and you see like a bunch of these different greeting cards. So I've already created like some background stuff, and just different things already. So I just always love to see kind of like what's out here, what's on the market. I know that the type of images I create, I rarely will see them on this page, which is what I love because I know that there is a demand. So I'm gonna do Valentine's Day greeting cards for, let's see, African American women, and let's just see what comes up. All right, so nice. So it's a lot of nice images. So let's click on some of them just so we can see them bigger. So this is really cute. I love that. I love that. Here's one with Happy Valentine's Day, right? That's a nice one. What else we got here? Another one. So nice and simple cards, which I love. I love simplicity. So, that is my type of look, just keeping it really simple. This one is super nice. I love the way this card looks with the back turned. Very nice. I really love this one here too. This looks really good. And what else do we have? So we have a lot of nice images on here. I really love this one here. This is gorgeous. These images are looking good, good, good to a classy bougie woman. Okay. So there's a lot of nice images on the market, as you can see. Like this one is nice. So you have the landscape and a portrait card. So you have two different options. Say, okay, good idea to include some quality. Yeah, absolutely. That is nice. So you could definitely put these, yep, on the boxes. Like you could add like a personal touch to them with your box. So that would be great. Like you keep the card on theme. So with your boxes, do some bling, right, on the box to make it pop. Super nice. So this one is nice too. This happy anniversary card. So I'm really feeling these cards already that I'm looking at that I'm seeing, and they're looking good. So let's just see. So that's one. Let's see what we got on this one here. Yeah, so they got a lot of nice ones. So I'm really liking these a lot. So I'm gonna do another Google search and I'm gonna do Valentine's Day greeting cards, and then I'm gonna do for sisters, and let's just see what comes up. So we'll do one for sisters, and let's just see what we have on the market. So I'm gonna go over to images, and I just want to see what's on here. So like, okay, a lot of them are words, and I do see some. So I'm seeing like a lot of text base, and all that means is just like a lot of the cards have text base on them, different things like that. So we'll do for African American sisters, and let's just see if this will give me more graphics. Okay, so I do see some. So I see like one here, right? Happy Valentine's Day. I see some cards here. So yes, so there are some here. I see one here. This is nice. Happy birthday to my twin. That's more of a birthday card. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking too. Would be so nice to be like twins. Okay, here's another one. Happy Mother's Day to my sister. That is super cute. I love that. So these could be used for different things like that as well. So I'm definitely loving that. So not a whole lot like popping up in reference to it, but definitely something to think about. But you do see some, right? Like girlfriend. And so this could definitely be used for that. So matter of fact, let's pop this back up again. So where was that at? Was it this one here? Yeah. So then when you scroll down, you see some other ones as well like that. So nice like cards with a bunch of like, sisters in it. different things like that. So that's perfect. So now what I want to do is I have these images, right? So I have these already and I have some backgrounds already laid out because I was already working on some different ones. So I'm going to now just start designing. And you would design in the color that you want it to be in, and that's what you basically would do. So you would design in the size of wherever you're gonna print. So cards come in like 5 by 7. Some people do 4 by 6. So if you're gonna print them at home, if you're gonna print them at like a print store or a place, that's what you would do. So we're gonna work on the background and the design for the card. So now that we have the different like kind of ideas, what I want to do is I want to go in and I'm just gonna look for like a pink and white background. That's what I want to do. I want to do a pink and white background. And I'm all inside of Canva, so I haven't left outside of Canva. Although in the description, I'm gonna leave Creative Fabrica as a great place where you could go, and we'll talk more about that as well. And I have my link below where you could get a ton of different like fonts and all different types of cool stuff being in there. So this is what I have here. And then I just want to, and I like to keep the background, like I said, nice and simple because I don't really need the images are so vibrant. You don't really need a whole lot going on in the background. So like having all those shapes and everything like that, I could probably add in like, different hearts and stuff like that around it, but you don't really need a whole lot. And I'm just gonna spread this image out um down to it. And I could even like cut off like the bottom part as well if I want to or like, the feet, which I'll do. So I'll keep that here. So we're just doing this. And now it's just like the image is being pushed to the edge because we do have some cutoff on the side. So when that happens, I love to like, make sure that it's pushed off to the edge. And so now perfect. So this blends very well. So now I could go in and go to elements and I could add in like pink, we could do like pink and white hearts. So we can just go ahead and add in like some heart fillers around. And like I said, I don't really need much. So maybe like a few and we could curve it around because I definitely want to add some text. But what you do want to make sure that, and I could probably flip this. Let's see if I flip it. Yeah, so it's like going into the opposite direction. But you do want to make sure that everything is symmetrical. So what symmetrical mean is that, what you do on one side, you do on the other. So we have some here, and then I might maybe add some in the middle, and I probably would shrink that. But first, what I want to do is I want to go get some text. So I want to go over the text. And again, if you are just coming in, make sure you let us know where you are from, where you are tuning in from, and what are you doing or working on this Friday. So let's go back to elements. I didn't mean to say text. I meant to say elements. And we're gonna go look for Happy Valentine's Day just for simplicity because you can make your own text as well by going into text. And that's why I had said that. So but we're gonna just use like already pre-made Happy Valentine's Day font. So here is one. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete these hearts just because I just want to go ahead and bring in different text just to show you. So here is one design like that's already inside. So that is one and they have so many over here to select from. They have this one here. And then you just want to find the one that fits. So I'm looking for something that goes across. So definitely something like this. And The cool thing is too, you could change the colors. So this one isn't bad. You could change the colors when you look at the top. So whenever you bring in an element, you see the color circles pop up. That means you could change it. So I could definitely change the color to something else. So which I'm gonna do in this case. Let's see what color I want it to be. Also, they do have like the picture graphics at the bottom, which is really cool too. So I want to give it that darker color and then probably let's see if we do like a hint. Yeah, I like that. So like another hint of a darker color will make this text pop out. So I really like this here. And then it would be really nice. So for me, I would more than likely add like another font, or I would create my own text and then I would just like because I would want to put like to my sister. So you could find like another script text to make it match, but this is all together. So I'm gonna leave it here, but I would definitely add in like another bottom piece to this. And I'm gonna look for script font. So when you go to text, you can search by script font and you could find like different script font that could go inside of it. Now, again, I do have the pro version, but this looks like it's a free font. And sometimes you could find a font that matches what you already have going on, and it could say like to my sister. And that's here. So it's almost like a little signature that you have going on inside of the font, but you want to make sure that it's visible as well. So let's make sure. Hold on, let me make sure that the device is good to go. So now we have this on here that says like to my sister, which is really good because we wanna make sure that we are able to, see the font clearly. Because we don't want it to be where the font is actually messed up and we're not able to properly see it. So we want to make sure that the font is good to go and it matches, but it also is on theme. So again, these are fonts that are already existing fonts inside of the library. So because it's already an existing font, you want to match it up close. So like I said, I would probably just use this font and I'm going to zoom in and I would create my own text so to be. But we're gonna match this and we're gonna add the effects. So let me go and change the color to make sure that it matches this color here. So I think it's this color. So, and we'll go to effects. So what I want to do is not outline. All right, so we'll do none. Let's see. Let's see what I want to do. So I want to make a shadow. So we'll just do none. And maybe, let's see. Yeah, so maybe I might do this one and then I'll change the color. So then now I'm going to change the color of the design here because I don't want it to be that color. I want to change the blue. Or I might change it to something else. I'm thinking about it now, like how I want it to be. I might change it not from Stitch. Let's see, neon. No. Okay, so we probably would do, let's see if we do shadow. So if we do shadow, I have to do like a darker color to get it because this is a script font. But then again, the shadow in the back, and you could change like the transparency and the blur, right? So the more you bring it up or down is here. And then this is like to blur it, you could blur it in either direction. And here's the direction of how it can go. And then this is the offset. So, and the offset is just like what's behind it. And then you could go ahead and get that to go in. So I'm just gonna let it go here and we'll let this rock out. And I'm gonna move it up just a little bit. And like I said, we always have the option to change the placement of where we want it to go. And look, when you type in script, there's a bunch of script font that comes up. So let me delete that out. So you could go inside of here and you could always change like the font of like what you want it to look. So that one is, so we're gonna delete this one out. Hit the back button. But you could always go here and you could always search inside of here, like I said, for script font, and you could always change it like to make it match. So you could keep going down the list to what you feel like is most appropriate. Like let's say you want to use one of the fonts that you already see in here. You can, you can do that to make it match. And it's a bunch. And like I said, the ones with the crowns next to it are paid fonts. But we're gonna go back to the font that we were using because I do like that one the best with it. All right. So I just want to make it from I just want to close it in some because I want it to be small and it could also be at the bottom too. So another way, I'm going to show you another. So like, let's say you just wanted it, you didn't want it at the top. So we're going to zoom out. We're going to open this up just to see. So you can see like the to my sister, but let's just say you didn't really want that there. A nice place it could be is right here at the bottom and you could change the color. And now you could change it to like a red, any color that could see, but it'll be hard to see. So we probably would have to add a box around it, which is easy to do. And we could bring in like a shape or anything like that to do that. And that's easy to do. You would go to elements and you could bring in like a shape, even like a heart. And you could add this to the bottom. So that way it's in the corner and it could be like a part of the design, but now you can actually see it. And then I would change the color to make sure that it matches. Even might do like a gradient. And I would change the shape of this for sure. So there's so many different places that you could place this font, but we'll go back and we'll just put it back right where we had it. But I just wanted to show you, just give you some things to think about as you start designing. But this one is fine right where is that. And then, like I said, I'm going to move this up just a little bit because I want to be able to center this out and bring this down. And then this can be a card that you make, right? For your sister. Obviously, you could change the clothing, but this is just a simple design that you can do and you can give and you can create. So that is just simply how that would be done. And I would fix the spacing. I always like to zoom in because then I can see like the spacing and the gaps. And you could pretty much duplicate this design. And then I could hit this duplicate button here. And I could go back to my uploads and I could look at other images that I have too. So like for instance, this is another one. And I could delete this out. And now I could bring this one in, but I can remove the background and I would change the images. Like I could change the images, I could change the outfits, like a bunch of different things. But ultimately, what doesn't change is the fact that now you have a set of cards that you can now sell for Valentine's Day for sisters, because there's not too many out on the market that, are Valentine's Day cards for sisters. So this is something definitely that you could do, and you could keep a theme or an aesthetic going, and just let me know in the comments. And what I do want to share is that I also, if in the description, I'm going to leave below as well. um, I also have a workshop coming up that I want to invite everyone to. If you go to creationsmadesimple.com, then you head over to workshop, just sign up here. It's free to sign up for, just to put your name and your email. And then I'm going to send out information, because I know I have been getting a lot of messages about, doing a workshop where everybody could be inside the room. So I want to do that for everyone. So go ahead and make sure that you sign up. I'll also leave that inside of the description as well. But make sure you sign up for the workshop that I have coming up. And then also, I have a bunch of different clip art sets if you don't want to start from scratch. I'm also going to add these to the website, like the collections that I make as well. So you don't have to worry about doing that if you don't want to. And again, that'll be left below. But yeah, this is simply how you would make um, a set of Valentine's Day cards for sisters. So obviously, you want to upscale, do a couple things, but these cards are beautiful. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I will see you all next week. And I look forward to seeing you all signed up for the workshop as well. And then we have one more set. So before we sign off, let's do one more. And let me know what you think below. And I definitely want to do some with some different outfits on as well. So I definitely want to do some with some different outfits on. So I would do like maybe some like dinner outfits, different things like that. But this is a way to make sets for cards. And we'll continue with this series on next week. But I love this. And now we have 1, 2, 3, just like that, super fast, just from 3 different designs, right? So happy Valentine's Day to my sister. So if you have a sister, go ahead and get her a card this season. And don't forget to make sure you're commenting. It helps my channel a lot. Make sure you're liking, watching all the videos to the end, and subscribing, because it allows me to make great content like this for you all, so you can learn and we can work together. And all the information for all the resources and everything I have will be left in the description once this video is posted and edited. It will be good to go. Y'all have a great weekend, and thank y'all for tuning into this live. And I hope to see y'all on the inside.